McDonald's.
Alrighty, it is time for another recap video. Hi, I'm Fruitbasket, your friendly neighborhood home, and it's time recap video. This time of the months of March and April. I'm going to be going over a bunch of albums I've been listening to and enjoying, as well as new physical media additions to the collection. I think I'll start with physical media this time, so I really got a lot in these past couple months, I gotta say. So I'll just go alphabetical, I guess. So first off, I got this CD of C418's Minecraft Volume
Alpha.
Really great soundtrack. Next up, I got a custom CD of Cocola's The Angel, the Demon. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Really awesome progressive electronic shit. I don't know. It had 2 discs. I couldn't put them into one, so I just had to custom print them separately. And yeah, the second disc containing 1 track, crazy, is in this disc. So yeah, really cool custom print. Yada yada. I'd like to thank that one Redditor for this design. Alright, next up we got a couple CDs from Converge. First off, Jane Doe, pretty classic at this point. This one was a bit of a used CD I got from the store, and it does have a couple issues, but you know what, whatever, I love the album. And the next one is their latest, which is Love Is Not Enough. If you saw my video covering the last couple months, then you'll know that this was one of my favorite, and still is one of my favorites this year. Loving it, great metalcore shit all around. Alright, next up is Death Grips. Death Grips. I got a couple CDs. This one I printed myself, custom ex-military, and this one, of course, the iconic The Money Store. Who could forget? Next up, Geese Getting Killed. Cool digipack. Really sick artwork. Lovely album. Then next up we got Jordy Greep, The New Sound. I feel like I'm just like speed running through these CDs at this point, but you know, I got a lot of them. So next up we got JPEG Mafia with the director's cut of I Lay Down My Life for You. I probably would have gotten like the original, but I couldn't find it available for the life of me on CD, so I guess just sticking to vinyl, but whatever, you know. Director's cut, more is more. I mean, more is more in some cases, but I like the tight flow of the original track list anyway, so. And speaking of, you know, albums with the cross on the left side of the cover, we got Knocked Loose. Yeah, you won't go before you're supposed to. I have a vinyl of it as well, so now I've just got both a vinyl and a CD, which far from the first one. But, you know, whatever, we'll upslide. Anyway, next up, another custom print. This one is, yeah, just more of a whatever. It's Six Impalas. The 2020 singles collection contains a whole lot. Yeah, this was barely even a custom print. It was actually just a burn, and I just uploaded the design. This is really the most fucking whatever thing in this video. It's pretty much just like a lot of the early works when it was more of just a label and a collective rather than a full band, which, you know, it's really interesting to look back at. Next up, we got a Swans album, The Beggar. Yeah, this is not my favorite Swans album, to be honest, but, you know, I saw it. Thought, yeah, might as well pick it up. And you know what? Yeah, the CD design is pretty cool. It's pretty much the same as all the CDs. It's even autographed, which is neat. And lastly, Tool, Undertow. It's a Tool album. I feel like I'm just kind of like obligated to get all of Tool's music on physical regardless of just like how much I enjoy them, which I mean, I do enjoy them, I do. But like, I don't know how often I will in fact be listening to this. I guess it's a Tool album, I gotta have them. Alright, and next up it's time for vinyl updates. First one is Floating Points, Pharoah Sanders and the London Symphony Orchestra with Promises. I love this album so much, and a really spectacular electronic orchestral jazz crossover piece thing. I don't know, it's a really great listen all around, and highly recommended if you enjoy any of the 3 things listed above. Artwork, look at it. Next up, a record that I picked up on Record Store Day. It is a live album of Judas Priest from way back in the 90s in LA. This was like right before they released Painkiller and they were touring it. That album was such a legendary moment for them, and yeah, it's great to hear a relic of that era. Alright, next up on the vinyl is Swans again with The Seer. This one is an interesting one because for whatever reason, the vinyl distribution is not like the same track list as every other medium this album exists on. I don't know why, maybe it's just for vinyl distribution reasons. I I really have no clue, but like, here it is in all its glory. Like, sure, I kind of just had to get this just because I was so sick of just like not having a Swans vinyl, and like they are like, in a lot of ways they kind of are the band to just have on vinyl in some form. So yeah, there's that. All right, and lastly, a vinyl that oh my god, I have been waiting so long to get. I have just been waiting on this to be available for months, and it is the Celeste Soundtrack Complete Edition in a box set. 6 full discs, or well, 5.5 discs of, oh my god, look at the art. The artwork is so good. Yeah, this whole thing is the full unabridged Celeste soundtrack. There's a lot of extra tracks added that aren't normally there on most platforms. Stuff from Madeline's Grab Bag, etc. Just like cutscenes and stuff, but really, I'm glad it's all in one place. I love it. It's everything I wanted. And oh my god, the discs are so beautiful. You got blue, purple, pink, strawberry, peach, I don't know, light blue, and white. And all in all, that makes trans rights. But yeah, really happy this came through, and I am so grateful I get to have a video game soundtrack in full physical like this. It is a blessing. Yep. Big ass thing I spent a lot of money on. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's move on to the albums I've been enjoying over the past couple months. So first off, shout out to Violet Pony with her new mixtape, Gonarch Slayer. Yeah, one of my most anticipated releases of this year, and while admittedly it is one of her weaker projects in this insane 2020s run she's been having, I will admit that there are a lot of bops on it, and in the nicest way possible. It is one of the lesser projects in Violet Pony's discography in a sincere way. I do think that it's just kind of like a happy fun experiment that doesn't need to be dwelled on too much. And I'm just sitting here waiting for what she's gonna do next with Promises Complex and all and whatever else. I do genuinely admire Violet's bold decision to step into hip-hop with this one, and yeah, obviously it's not going to compare to the rest in a lot of ways. It's still fun, and I feel like it's very niche and quirky, and just it's got a lot of personality to it, which I really appreciate. Alright, next up is a really I don't even know if I could call this an album. It's technically a deluxe edition. It is the deluxe of Slayer's Half-Blood album, or the Bloodlux, whatever you call it. Yeah, just call it Bloodlux, it's fine. Interestingly, despite being a deluxe edition, it is really one of the most interesting things I've ever heard when it comes to rage and digicore and all that, because it is doing so many left field things, and it is being so vibrant, fun, and cohesive in the process. With this set of tracks, 10 tracks in 26 minutes, it is a blindingly fun project that takes so many twists and turns along its runtime. There are parts that will have metal guitars or strings, which you never ever hear those in a digicore sense ever, but somehow they work. And somehow it doesn't sound tacky at all. I feel like Slayer and his producers just have a knack for good song flow, song structures, and all that. Because not only do these songs flow well together, but they also build off of each other's energy really well, and it leads to a very cohesive project. And I'm loving that. I'm really loving that. Alright, next up is Neurosis with An Undying Love for a Burning World. This is kind of a comeback album from the legendary sludge metal band. Quite ambitious, quite sprawling and lengthy, but it's really gratifying. I love it, and I love how much synth work is into it. It's very progressive, and it's very edge of your seat in a lot of ways. It's sludgy, of course, but it is also quite punchy in some aspects as well. And in general, it's just a lot of great things about this one. Production, performances, all that. I don't know, I feel like I should be saying more, but I'm not I don't precisely know how to say a whole lot about it. It's just a really good sludge metal album in general, and I think you should check it out and just let it speak for itself. Alright, next up is probably the biggest release of this year for me so far, which would be the new Underscores album, You. This was definitely my most anticipated album for the year, and it's one that I've been an Underscores fan for years, and it's really, really cool to see her going in this direction so boldly and so flawlessly, because it's produced so many of her catchiest bops yet. Tell Me You Want It, Music, The Piece, Do It, Body Feeling, and the list goes on. It's just such a great step in this direction of electropop, dance pop, hyper pop, all that jazz, and it's just, I feel like Underscores pulled this off so well, and it just feels like one of the better pop records of this year in general, one of the more creative ones, and it doesn't lose any of what made a lot of Underscore's previous work, like Fishmonger and Wall Socket, good. So yeah, just another great album from her. Excited to see where she goes next eventually. I feel like this album is definitely like Underscore's Revenge Seekers in a way. Like, it's definitely driving a lot of discourse that she simply just hasn't seen ever. Yeah, it's just definitely like another big break for her into like, I guess not necessarily the mainstream, but just like, from what I've seen, she's definitely being seen more, and there's a lot more attention on her now, which I love to see, and it just feels so cool to see other people enjoying the music that I really love as well. It's fun to come into this discussion already an Underscores fan and just like gaining that perspective as just a fan like that. Overall, this album, I think April absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one, and it's definitely going to be one of my favorites this year. I'm also seeing her on tour, performing this in June, so that'll be really cool. And yeah, excited. Alright, and lastly, shout out to the new Jessie Ware album, Super Bloom. This is a really great dance disco album, which is the third in a really impressive trilogy she's built up over the past couple years with What's Your Pleasure, That Feels Good, and now Super Bloom. In general, it's very, very sensual, very over-the-top dance pop. I love it. There's so many great catchy songs on this, and I just see myself coming back to it more and more. It's fun, it's sensual, it's sexy, it's just everything. I love it. And I don't know, I don't know what else to say other than just I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Alright, I think that's about it. I'll be making another one of these in a couple months. So yeah, peace.